In today's episode of Value on My Toy Collection, we're going through some of our toy shelves and seeing some of our old toys, and we're going to value everything and give you a grand total at the end. Hey everyone, my name's Chris. I'm a full-time beauty pageant director as my career, but in my spare time, I'm a huge toy collector. I've been collecting toys now for over 40 years. You can officially call me a toyaholic. Thanks so much for checking out my YouTube channel. My channel consists mainly of two things: beauty pageants, which I love, and toys, which I love even more. My dream in life has always been to own a toy museum. So it's finally happened. I've bought a building, and now I've got to move this massive collection and value it into the building. We're calling it the Toy Vault because it's an old bank building located in Crystal Springs, Mississippi that actually has two large vaults. So now I'm just going to make a ton of videos and value my toy collection, and then I'm going to make some where I take you shopping with me to thrift stores and flea markets and toy stores to let you see where I find all these goodies. So let's start this episode of Value in My Toy Collection and value some toys. Let's jump right in and start valuing some of these toys. First, we have this Netflix show called Beat Bugs. This is Buzz. He's worth about $18. And then we have this one called Crick, and he's also worth $18. Now, I've never actually seen that show, but I think I got a good deal on these toys. That's why I probably bought them. Next, we have this Walter figure. He's worth about $10. And then we have the plush version that's worth about $15. We have some more of these smaller figures. This one's worth about $10. And this one's also worth about $10. They're all worth about $10. When I looked them up on eBay, it said like 10 to 15. So I usually take the lowest value. So another $10. And then one more $10. I had 5 total. So that means I get to add another $50 to my grand total from this size figure. And I think I did get the whole set. It drives me crazy when I'm missing one. Next, we have some Big 10 figures. This one is the XLR8 figure, and it's worth about $16. Now, I've never seen this show as well, but I picked up these toys at Five Below, so they had the whole set. This one is called Russ Buggy Ben. He's worth about $15. And then we have this one called Heat Blast. He's worth about $18. And then we have the Ben Tennyson figure, who's worth $15. And this last one is called Diamond Head. He's worth about $18. I'm gonna have to watch that show one day too. Next up, we have some Powerpuff Girls plush dolls, and we have the set of 3, and these are worth about $12 each in this size. So we have 3 of them, so that's another $36 we can add to our grand total. And then we have this Powerpuff Girls figure pack of 3 from Toys R Us. It started at $4.99 and now it's worth $40. And then we have a set of the loose figures, and they're worth about $15 loose. And then I found a couple more loose figures. This little Powerpuff Girl is worth about $5. And this little guy also worth about $5. And then this was a surprise. This belly washer empty canister, $25. They're super valuable. And then I found this Fairly Odd Parents photo cube frame with my nephew and niece's picture in it. It's worth about $15. Back in the day when they actually thought I was cool and liked me. Then we have these small Powerpuff Girls plush, and these are worth about $8 each, so that's another $24 that we can add to our set. Then we have this giant Timmy Fairly Odd Parents plush that's worth $35. And then some more small figures. We have a little Timmy that's worth about $15. And then we have Cosmo. He's worth $30. And then Wanda's worth $28. So valuable. And this little guy, his name is Chester, and he's worth $24. I have this little locker that's worth about $10. And then we have these little tight body wash containers. They're heavy and big, and they're worth about $10 each. And then we have these little figures. These are Muffy's Adventures figures that were exclusively at Walmart. And we have 4 of these, and they're worth about $10 each. So that's another $40 we can add to our grand total. This one's actually a Dougie figure that's worth about $12. And here's our last Miffy figure. Now, I had this in the wrong section. I thought this went to Dougie, but this is actually a Zootopia Judy police bite worth $12. And the Big Dougie Squirrels Clubhouse is worth about $60. And then we have the Dougie police car that's worth about $30. I have not seen that show either. I need to watch that and get more up to date on my cartoons. And then hiding here on the top, we have some Powerpuff Girls loofah sponges, and these are worth about $5 each at least, so that's another $50 we can add to our grand total. And then randomly, we have some FAO Schwartz bumper cars worth about $30. Alright, these are called cupcake dolls, and we have several of these, and these are worth about $10 each actually, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that's another $60 we can add to our grand total. And then we have a couple more up here. We have a couple small ones, and these are worth about $5 each. We have 2 of those. And then we have some old vintage ones here that I don't know if they're missing their overskirts or not. I'm just not that familiar with these, but they're worth about $15 for the set. All right, next up we have these guys called Party Surprises. And I guess they have little scenes and stuff under their skirts, but we have 2 of these, a white one and an African American one, and they're both worth $45 each. Alright, let's see what else we have on the shelves. We have this doll, which is called a Glamour doll. It's lacy, it's a little play set, and it's worth about $18 on eBay. And then we have these little mini cupcake surprise dolls inside, and they're worth $12 each, so that's another $24 we can add to our grand total. Next, from 1970, we have an Ideal Splendorella Flatsy doll. She's worth about $45. Then we have a Topper Go-Go doll, a Hot Canary. She's worth $35. And then we have the Blonde doll. She's also worth about $35. Then from Remco from 1969, we have a Betty Ballerina Finger Ding doll. She's worth $35. And then we have this Little Miss Muffin doll. She's worth about $12. And then from 1981, we have these Jelly Bean dolls. We have the minifigures, cherry one's worth 10 and the cinnamon one's worth 5 because she's missing a foot. And then the big dolls, we have Lucy Lemon worth $30, Very Cherry worth $35, and Cindy Cinnamon worth $40. They're pretty collectible and they're kind of hard to find. And then from 1969, we have a Grow-In Sally paper doll box set that's worth about $20. And then we have these Cutie Pop dolls. We have 2 of these, and I can't believe they're worth as much as they are. They're worth $50 each. And I bought the outfits one time on clearance for 99 cents and only had the outfit, so I thought I needed the dolls to make it make sense. I had these outfits. So these were 99 cents back in the day, and they're now worth $12 each. And I have 3 sets, so that's another $36 we can add to our grand total. Couple little miscellaneous things. I found another puppy from our puppy surprise worth $5, and from Dexter's Laboratory she's worth $3. Then I found this big singing Walter, and it's worth $15. Then I found some more Powerpuff Girl toys. This is the Flip to Action playset worth about $40. And then next up we have the Jewelry Store Heist set that's worth about $30. And then the Princess Marbuck Schoolyard Scramble set that's worth about $25. And then we have this 3-pack figure set that's worth about $23. And then we have the Mayor figure that's worth $13. And here's another shelf of toys. We have these 2 cupcake surprises that are worth $13 each. These are the bigger ones, so that's another $26 we can add to our grand total at the end of the video. Can't wait to see how much it's all worth. And then we have these little dolls in the back called Cup-a-Tinies, and they're worth about $12 each. We have 4 of those, so that's another $48 we can add to our grand total. I really wasn't familiar with these. I went into Ollie's one day and saw them, and they were pretty cheap, so I picked them up. I thought they were cute. But sometimes those stores like Big Lots and Ollie's, they'll get closeouts of different toys that just didn't sell at stores, and they'll end up becoming valuable. Now, these next little dolls are called penny pawns, and I actually picked these up on vacation when we went to Cozumel, Mexico. They were in their grocery store in the toy department, so I just picked these up. I can't remember what I paid for them, but online they're worth about $15 each, and we have 4 of these, so that's another $60 we can add to our grand total. And the last couple things we have in this video are these BFF dolls, and they're in a pretty cool package where you can spin and make different outfits and heads and stuff. It's really cool, but these are worth $25 each, and we have 2 of those, so that's another $50 we can add to our total. So with our previous 296 videos of value in my toy collection, our total was $807,508. I know that's a lot of money, right? But I've been collecting toys a long time. So with this video, with all of our Powerpuff Girls and our miscellaneous toys, we can add another $1,664 to our grand total. So that means our grand total for episode 297 of Value in My Toy Collection, drum roll please, is $809,172. Now remember guys, I am no millionaire. I've just been collecting toys all my life, going to thrift stores, flea markets, garage sales, toy stores, and hunting online, and it's just accumulated to this big old total. I'm hoping that my collection is going to be worth over $1 million when I get through. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying these videos as much as I am making them. I like seeing what all I have and what it's all actually worth. And you can also see all these toys online if you want a better look at them, because we do put them on Facebook, and it's called the Toy Vault of Mississippi on Facebook. So again, thank you so much for watching. So until the next video, we will see you then.